Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 4. So, yes, I'm reviewing one of these seasons every month. And if any of these videos look off, it's because I'm actually recording these like months and weeks in advance before I actually put these videos out. But I love this season of this show. In parts, I think but I do think that this show was really stretching it at this point. I mean, spoilers for the end of season 3 and this season. You know, at the end of season 3, Earth went bye-bye. Like, it's gone. So our turtles now have to go into space, and they go to save their homeworld, but their plan is to go get every piece of the black hole generator that the Triceratons want, and they have to go to Earth and stop them from getting it first. And so this season, for the first half, in fact, no, not even for the first half, for the first 2 halves of the season, is in space. And and in the first part of that season, it started to annoy me, but the more you get into it, the more it becomes fascinating, because you learn more about the Krang and their origins and how, like, what happened to their race and why it is, and that's interesting stuff. And you learn more about certain creatures and stuff like that, and the Triceratons and stuff are really good villains that actually do bring a lot of fear and dread, because, like, unlike most foes the turtles have faced, they cannot defeat a Triceraton in battle. Like Shredder, they've had a couple failed encounters, but you get the feeling that if they train hard enough and they became good enough at their skills and planned out well enough, they could defeat Shredder in a single fight. The Triceratons, like, the turtles can't even take on one. You know, at the end of season 3, one of them died by committing suicide. And then, they blew up the Earth. Like, they failed. These Triceratons are actually a really good threat. So that leads to some great dynamics. David Tennant as this new robot, and his plot line is good and very solid. And his death scene was great. And his sacrifice was amazing. But yeah, that's awesome to see in this season. But where this season gets iffy for me is when you start putting in them being back on planet Earth, and that's not like, and that felt like something that should have been left for season 5. This season should have ended with the episode that they saved Earth. Give us a break from Turtles for a little bit. It just felt off, and I think that season 5 was finally a good place to end it, because there were no more stakes after everything that happened. So everything that happens in season 5 and towards the end of this season is not going to matter as much, because we've had the Earth blow up. You can't really do much grander stakes than that. They've gone to space, but they did need another season just to wrap up certain characters like Karai and other things that season 4 didn't really have the time for. So it's good that we got another season, but it's also like we didn't need one completely. And it does, and there's problems just with the way the show went along, but it's still a really solid show. Also, we got the 80s Turtles crossover, which was teased for a long while within this show, and that was fun. And, great jokes about, like, the joke about Raph and Donatello from the show and the 80s show having the same voice and stuff like that. Just great references, great vibe all around. It was a really solid episode of the show, and one of the best they've done. Though it did feel a little awkward in this season. Maybe they probably should have tried to save it for next season, and that would have maybe turned out better. But hey, teach their own. It was still a really good episode and a great special. I don't know if it's quite as good as the Turtles Forever special, but maybe that's just because I've seen that one more. And yeah, I'm really excited to talk about season 5 with you guys when I actually finish that. I haven't even started season 5. I may take a break from actually watching the show. I've been watching these seasons in very quick succession, and I feel like it's kind of losing my enjoyment of it. But I'm also enjoying the show so much that I do want to get through it quickly. So I haven't decided yet. And also, I do want to watch another show for an upcoming video that's going to be posted in May. So that video will probably already be out before this video even comes out, because this video won't even come out till July. But, you know, let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.